So, welcome to No Disrespect the podcast. I'm Cool Ass Trav. I'm 1/3 of No Disrespect the podcast, right? And I know you're not used to seeing me like this, so, but, my co-host, Pukim the Dream, follow him on on Instagram. I'm unable to go live on YouTube because unfortunately they say I don't have enough subscribers. So subscribe to my YouTube page, No Disrespect Podcast, and I'll be able to go live a lot more. For right now, we cooling out on the couch with Cool Ass Trav from the No Disrespect Podcast. 1/3. Follow Mr. Bellin 2377 and Mr. and Mrs. Bellin's Pillow Talk tonight, season 2. Check that out as well. So let me get into it. Recently, Sunday, as y'all know, we lost another one. We lost a great one at that. And it's sad because he was one of the good ones, and I don't wish death on anybody, right? But when you survive the trials and tribulations this man has survived, gang violence, changed his life around, and to see him go out the way he did, helping people, helping his community. He's one of the few, let me add that too, he's one of the few who took from his community, as a youth, and gave back. I always say that, you gotta have knowledge of self. And that's what I mean, you gotta know who you are and the person you are to understand where you came from and where you're going, right? And he understood that. And who I'm talking about, everybody know, is Nipsey Hussle. That's why I got my California joint on. I will be having some Crenshaw merchandise soon. I'm gonna support the brother. It's unfortunate that this man got killed allegedly by a friend, associate, I wouldn't say it's a misunderstanding. I don't know the true details. A lot of times we get our information from YouTube and all the social media. But what we do know, the associate was close to him at some point in their lives. And I guess jealousy plays a part in not, being able to be looked at as Nipsey Hussle was to his community, right? So that's what we talking about today. We talking about Nipsey Hussle. We lost a good one, a legend, an icon, and we lost it's one thing to be gunned down. We see black men being gunned down by police on a daily basis. We see each other doing it. But let me, this guy, he was definitely giving back to us. He was providing jobs. He was providing homes. He would take care of families, taking care of his family. He was a family man, a husband, a brother, a father. He was black. He's a black man. Living out his dream, and while living out his dream, helping other people in the process of doing that. And he was young at that. Like it's sad. It took me a while to really get the energy up to do the podcast. And from that standpoint, it's taken a lot of people some time for themselves. Like, I didn't know the brother personally, so I couldn't, I don't want to, well, I felt this one. I was around for when Big died. I saw when Pac died. Well, I didn't see. I'm just saying, I was, I was of age and sound minded to see what happened. I was, according to that history. Stack Bundles, rest in peace. Chinks Drugs, rest in peace. And rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. I was even around. I even know how Scott LaRock died. A lot of people, y'all don't know who Scott LaRock is, but do your history, KRS-One, Scott LaRock, Boogie Down Production, all of that. I was there for those, so it's sad to see another legend go. And the hip hop community, we losing real good people. Good solid people. And this death feels like when Big and Pac died. We didn't know. We don't know these people. A lot of us don't know these people personally. Some do, and I know the people that know, these guys that passed away personally feels it a lot more than we do. But with this one, it's like, who kills the person that's doing the right thing? Doing it the right way. We all want to live a comfortable life and provide for our families and shit like that, you know what I mean? And follow our dreams and do it where you don't have to be hustling and shit like that and always looking over your shoulder, and just to see what happened to this dude is crazy. Like, I understand the brother was, I won't even say he's gangbanging, but he was affiliated. I don't want to say he's gangbanging anymore, but he definitely was affiliated. We all know he's affiliated. He's LA. It comes apart. To me, it comes with the community. When you live in LA, it seems like that's the way to go. Most times. But we oftentimes, and we also see that a lot of the dudes that's out there hustling, or the chicks that's out there hustling, taking from the community. When you see a brother giving back and putting back from what he's taken away from, you gotta leave that man alone. And I'm pretty sure if you would have if you would have spoken to that man before you had the thought of killing this man, I'm pretty sure that man would still be alive today. His kids would still be alive. His kids would still be happy to know that my father is coming home tonight. They're able to plan their next day, their next week. And it's very unfortunate of how he went out. And for the guy that killed him to try to sign yourself into a mental facility. If you listen, man, if we would just take the time to really think about what we want to do and are about to do, and then you go and you got this, I'm gonna go turn myself into a mental institution as your defense for your law defense. You should have had those same thoughts before you went and said, you know what, I'm going to go kill this man. I'm going to take this man from the hip-hop community. I'm going to take this man from his family, from his kids, from his wife, and a coward dies 1,000 deaths. That's what they say. And a soldier dies once. And Nipsey Hussle definitely was a soldier at all rights. At all costs, at all expense. I know I may seem like I'm babbling, but it's it's just really hard to see it because you know this he didn't deserve that. He definitely didn't deserve that. No, not for as much help that as he's giving back to his community, as he's giving to the hip hop community. And he was only 33. I find myself, replaying all his music. Before he passed, I had downloaded all his mixtapes, Victory Lap, the album. He was one of the few artists who actually owned their masters, so he understood what ownership means, entrepreneurship means. He understood what being a brand was. He understood longevity, and being that he's no longer here, his children can benefit from the fruits of his labor. Can benefit from his labor and enjoy the fruits of his labor, I should say. A lot of us may not think that long ahead of time. A lot of us is short-term thinkers, living for the moment. You want the fast dollar, but this man obviously understood what it was to live on past his years. Physically he's not here, but spiritually he's always going to be here. We got his music. Music lasts forever, and we gotta stop the sucker shit, man. We gotta stop the sucker shit. We definitely gotta stop the sucker shit, because it's enough when you got those crackers killing us. It's enough when you got those crackers killing us, and we killing us. We killing off ourselves anyway. A lot of times we go out, we killing off each other anyway, and excuse me, for the dumbest reasons. And it's like, for what? For what? Because now you're not gonna live well in jail at all. People love this man. This man brought both gangs together, red and blue. Gave people jobs. Was on his way to building low-income housing, for the people of his community. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have just stopped there. And I'm pretty sure that the dreams and plans that this brother had, I'm pretty sure his family is going to continue to pursue. How many of us can really say, like, when I get on, instead of buying the Rollie or instead of buying this car, I'm going to actually provide something where other people can eat and benefit from my labor as well. Not many of us. Not many of us. A lot of these new rappers today, they don't understand what ownership means. They don't understand what owning your masters mean. A lot of us, we don't, me included, we probably don't even have a will to even, we don't even probably own things to even put in a will for our children to actually own when we're not here no more. And that's the sad part, because information is out there, is vital to us, and we need to do better. We really need to do better with, taking pride in being black and being men, and talking out issues and shit like that. A lot of, people, I'm assume a lot of people are going to assume that this man, has a mental health condition. I doubt it. I don't want mental health to be a scapegoat for this guy to say, well, I was going through this. he didn't help me with this. The alleged reason was the guy that killed him was said to be a snitch. Nipsey Hussle said he wasn't, messing with you no more like that. That's fair. That's fair. I feel that's fair. That was his right. So if that's what you're doing, if you're snitching and somebody they don't want to fuck with, they don't want to fuck with. That's that. You know what I mean? And it's just a sad day in hip hop. He was one of the few brothers who was still making good music at that. He wasn't. You could tell he wasn't no sucker. There's never been nothing said, bad about his name or anything like that. So it's very sad. I kind of, me personally, I knew of him as an artist. So when his album came out, I went and got every album, every mixtape that he did. Well, his mixtape was more or less like albums, so I got them all. And now that the brother's gone, I find myself listening to all his music. From his first mixtape to his first album, Victory Lap. And I feel like, when you hear music, you hear it different now that the brother's gone. You hear more. You hear the message clearer now about ownership, black business, having pride in being a man, having pride in being black, having pride in being a father, and taking care of your family. Opening up business and helping people. That's what this platform is for anyway. The No Disrespect podcast. Nobody gives you shit, until you have 8 million followers. They feel you're famous and shit like that. And, recently I had put on Instagram that I'm going to go live on YouTube. But YouTube shut me down because they said I don't have enough subscribers. How unfortunate. But I'm still going to get this message out because niggas need to hear this, man. They just, it's No Disrespect podcast. I'm 1/3 of that. And this episode to me was kind of the hardest to really do because with what just happened, you want to talk about it. Like, it's just being difficult because it was so sudden. You didn't expect that to happen. It's a whole lot of other sucker shit that we was talking about in weeks prior to what just happened. We got the Jussie Smollett case. You got Tekashi's ratting ass. And then you got Troy Ave running around. He looking like a sucker. And these are the type of people who's consuming the media with the BS that they putting out. Not really being stand-up men and accepting. I wouldn't say Troy. Well, I'm not even gonna get. I'm not even gonna talk about the case. Well, we're gonna talk about. I'm talking about Jussie Smollett and Tekashi. Two bozo niggas who won't accept they won't accept what's the right word I'm looking for? They won't accept consequences for their actions. That's the word. I'm sorry, y'all. The consequences to their actions. You know what I mean? So we got shit like that, and you hear that, you joke around with that. The memes come out with that. You got Tekashi ratting on all his friends after he was doing all this other bozo shit. And now here we are. We got, and then here you go with killing Nipsey Hussle. You know what I mean? And for being a stand-up guy. I want everybody to go download, stream, buy, get all his music. Let his kids get all of that. Let his family get that. Let his wife get that. You know, let them all get that. I need y'all to go to the Marathon store on Instagram. The link is in the bio. Go buy you some shirts, Crenshaw, Slauson. You know, I'm about to do the same. I got my California hat. You know, I'm waiting for the I gotta get the shirt to match this hat. You know, if you in LA, take a trip out there to a store, visit them. You know, not visit him, but visit the store and buy some stuff, man. You support that brother. You know what I mean? It's just unfortunate that, you know,